How did you find your community at BU?
Honestly, in the most unexpected places.
Bonding with like my hall and my dorm and just everyone in my classes and everyone around me.
I was in Towers my freshman year, and it was a really good community building experience. I enjoyed having a lot of people close to me that were all my age and a similar experience to where I could bond with them.
Don't be afraid to knock on people's doors. Like, I knock on Peter's door all the time, and I think that's how we became such close friends.
Meeting my best friend Audrey right here. We've had a lot of great experiences together, and I'm just like so lucky to have her and meet all these amazing people at BU, not just Audrey.
Hey, class of 2029, congratulations on your acceptance to Boston University. 2 years ago, I was in your shoes when I got into BU and was super excited to start, but curious of how life would be on campus. So, today we'll be going around campus asking students about their experience at Boston University. What's your favorite class that you have taken at BU?
Intro to law in Questrom. I feel like since I want to go into law school, it's been really helpful, like setting myself up so I know what's going to be there when I go.
I'm actually a sociology major here on campus, and I'm starting my sociology honors thesis this semester as a junior. And right now I'm actually filling out my Europe application for the summer semester. So I'm going to be doing research on campus this summer, interviewing people. So I'm very excited for that.
LC 212, which is fourth semester Chinese. I took Chinese in high school, but retaking it in college was a really cool experience since my high school taught me a lot more like conversational, and now if you ask me about like gender equality or finance, I could talk to you about it in Chinese as well.
I'm a history major, and I have really through BU been able to take my research experience to the next level through both my connections with professors that I've been able to work under a little bit, both read books, but also find articles that are applicable to really what I want to study and what I want to do with the rest of my life pretty much.
I really liked my Communications 101 class. Getting to network with everyone else in my school and learn about all the different majors was pretty interesting.
Primate conservation with Cheryl Knott. I adore that class. She's like an expert in primate conservation, and it's so cool to have like a professional in the field.
What was it that drew you to our human physiology program at BU?
I think I was really excited about the hands-on experience with the practicum and being able to network with a lot of different professors and even working in their labs, and that's something I'm really looking forward to.
What would you say is your favorite part about Boston?
I'm from Ohio, so it's like a very quiet, like from the suburbs, like town. So I definitely would say just how close I am to everything here.
I'm from a like random city in Connecticut where you need like a car to get around everywhere. So it's really nice being able to just like take a walk to Newbury Street or take the T down to like a show or a game at TD Garden.
I'm a big Red Sox, Celtics, Patriots fan, all of that. And I found the accessibility to be even better than I expected. Fenway's super close. It's actually really easy to even get to TD Garden on the T. They do a thing called Student Nines where you get a text the morning of the game and can get tickets for $9. So it just makes it a fun thing to go with friends and kind of spontaneous in the moment. If you're free that evening, you get to go enjoy a baseball game.
I've been able to do so much like in the greater Boston area because I go to Boston University. I've gone to Bruins games for free, and I've been able to go to TD Garden.
For me, it's about how many different universities are there in Boston and how it's easier than other cities to just like get to know people who are doing different things in life.
I also really like going out to the Boston Public Library. It's really nice being in such an old building, and it's so pretty there, and everyone else is there and really focused, so it kind of helps me focus on my stuff.
How accessible the T is. You can go into any region. My favorite part of Boston would have to be Coolidge Corner. I really like the bookstore. They have a lot of like affordable books that I could get and a lot of cool thrifty things that you could get as well.
What's your favorite thing about BU's campus?
The first thing that I would say is BU Beach. It's really nice to just lay out in the sun, especially in the springtime or in the early fall.
On BU Beach, where all the big chairs are, that was like one of the first spots I came when I visited campus, and me and my friend just laid there for like so long in the sun. It was really nice.
I love Bay State Road. I go out of my way to like walk down that road. It's so beautiful. If you can ever have a class over there, take it because it's just so wonderful.
My favorite spot right now is FitRec. I mean, whenever I'm working out, I run to my friends a lot and we can play sports like basketball, especially on the weekends. So it's just fun to meet new people.
All the events that we have going on here. I remember my sophomore year, there was like a whole roller skating night and they just turned like the Boston University Academy into like a roller skating rink with all this wood flooring. It was super cool.
I would say that my friends and I really like hanging out by the Charles River, especially in the spring. The cherry blossoms start to bloom and it's just a really nice place to hang out and take a break from studying.
Thinking back to your freshman year, how would you say your experience was with making friends?
Yeah, so I would say I got really, really lucky because a lot of my friends that I met during like orientation all ended up being some of my closest friends to this day. So we all really bonded during that moment, and then we have stayed together ever since.
I feel like going to the dining hall is like such a good place to like for people to meet at, because I feel like we get food so much
We
together.
do, yeah.
So it's like so helpful because like we're always just like eating together, and it's such an easy way to like hang out.
And it's like, it's honestly so homey. So like, I feel like you got great conversations there.
Well, my freshman year, I spent a lot of time in the GSU, and honestly, as a freshman, everyone's really talkative and everyone wants to make friends. So don't be afraid to just hang out and ask people to hang out in your classes. You know, everyone's in the same boat.
We're both international students. I'm from Italy.
I'm from Brazil, and BU has a huge Brazilian community, so it definitely made adapting a lot easier. And I think there's just such a huge welcoming community here, just for all internationals in general.
Yeah, I was gonna say I also grew up in Dubai, and there's a lot of people from there. But I think just being exposed to so many different cultures is such a nice way to have different types of friendships and also perspective.
Do you have a favorite memory from dorm life?
I remember the first snowfall that we had freshman year. I was living in Claflin. We had the view over Nickerson Field, and a bunch of my friends from the floor came together and decided that we were gonna go out on Nickerson Field and I guess just play around in it because we hadn't had snow yet, and it was really fun. A lot of people weren't from Boston, so they hadn't like experienced snow before.
First week at BU, there was a group of us on the same floor, and we were all hanging out at night listening to music, and that's how I met some of my closest friends, so that was definitely my favorite memory.
It's exploring Boston, especially because we all lived in West, so we would always go explore food spots in Allston, and I think that was just a really good bonding moment.
What advice do you have for our incoming class of 2029?
Just go out and meet people. Talk to different people, different professors, whether joining clubs, being part of the community.
Try and join as many clubs as you can. I think a lot of people take for granted or discount the fact that everyone at this school, especially when they're freshmen, don't really know anyone and are all trying to fit in. And it's a really welcoming experience, at least in my own experience, joining clubs.
Go to events. I'm actually an RA here on campus, and RAs are having a bunch of events throughout the semester, and it's a great way to meet your RA, but also meet other freshmen here on the dorms and in the campuses. And then once you meet people once, it's easy to get their Instagrams and meet up another time.
So I would definitely say the Newberry Center. They always hold a lot of good workshops for first generation students, and also they have a lot of events that just have food, and sometimes like as a first generation student, you're really like tight on a budget. They also help a lot with like financial aid and understanding it and having financial literacy. So I definitely would recommend that as a first generation student myself.
Keep such an open mind when you come in terms of where you want to go in your career trajectory, because at least for me, I switched. I did law, and then now I'm going into like political and government work. So explore as many classes as you can the first 2 years to really understand what your passions are. Don't feel limited. BU doesn't like limitations. We like to go above and beyond.
As you can see, our students have so many different experiences and interests, and we can't wait for you to join us in the fall to start your journey. So once again, congratulations on your acceptance to Boston University.